A lot of passion, a lot of anger, and there is a lot of evil in the world. You got to be a pretty evil person. You have to be pretty evil to wish harm upon any political opponent. If, heaven forbid, Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or any prominent Democrat had a life-threatening illness or a potentially life-threatening illness of any kind, we would shut down anybody who would be willing to engage in the kind of garbage rhetoric we've seen all weekend long. We all know it. We all know it. In fact, even theorizing that something like this is a hoax or is so sickening. And there is substantive policy debate that ought to be taking place right now. There ought to be a robust conversation about why Joe Biden is refusing to indicate who he would select for his Supreme Court. What possible reason could he have? And I mean it. Tell me what possible motivation he could have in not revealing a single name on a Biden Supreme Court. Is Mary going to try to tackle that, Eric? Is anybody going to tackle this? I guess Mary is. Let's try. I'm looking for callers that want to talk about the Supreme Court of Joe Biden. Mary, let's start with you. Hey, Mary.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Sure thing.
So really, all he has and all his supporters have is Trump. So they want to deflect. I'm not going to give a point because of Trump this, Trump that. But his supporters, whoever he has left that's even a bit moderate, he doesn't want to lose them. He is going to put on the worst Supreme Court nominees for this country, and he knows. Because, his fake news followers, they're not going to cover it. He said he's not going to have a narrative. The fake news won't cover it. So there is no narrative for his people who have his back.
See, I don't know how a Biden supporter could even challenge that, Mary. What possible? Let's you and me pretend to be a couple of liberal Democrats that are going to vote for Joe Biden. What would we say to each other about why Biden refuses to reveal a single nominee that he would put forth for the Supreme Court? What possible reason could there be?
He is afraid that anybody he has left will move over so fast to Trump.
Right.
Because
the
there
far
are
left,
real people
who
don't want to lose the country.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, honest to goodness, I'm not trying to be stubborn here. I'm not trying to be obstinate. Somebody's got to tell me, since the media won't cover it, since the news media is more interested in Trump in an SUV waving at his supporters and worrying about when he's wearing a mask and when he's not wearing a mask, and whether the Secret Service agent in the front seat is exposed to COVID, since they're more worried about that, let's you and I go through this. Please tell me why Joe Biden refuses to reveal a single Supreme Court nominee. What reason could he have? It's not a tough question. Let's ask it. 800-655-MIKE. Yvette, you're on the Mike Gallagher Show in the ReliefFactor.com studios. Hi, Yvette. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good
Hi.
day.
Good day.
I just want to say that Chris Wallace did ask Biden about the BML. He never answered. No one.
Hello. I lost
Hello?
you. Yeah, ma'am. I'm starting to. Chris Wallace asked Joe Biden about Black Lives Matter.
Yes, he did. If you hear the tape, you could hear him say it, but that was like for a second, and then Trump started talking, and then that was that. No one is saying anything about that. If you hear the tape carefully,
he has said over and over again, and I'm glad he has. And to Biden's credit, and I'm not gonna pretend something has happened that hasn't happened. He has said in the last month, violence is wrong. I mean, they were all a little bit late to the game. I think they realized it was polling bad to be silent on violence and destruction in America's cities. Black Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter movement is way beyond just peaceful protest, but it includes peaceful protest. It includes people that want real police reform and want change and want, better policing. But it also includes people who have burned buildings down. The fiery but peaceful protests, as CNN called them. But Biden has said it. Biden has denounced violence, and Biden has. But again, let's focus. All right, class, let's get focused. Why won't Joe Biden answer who he would nominate to the United States Supreme Court? It matters. Chris Wallace should have had some mild curiosity about that. Everybody should be wondering what could and again, I'm not, there's such a disconnect here. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. What reason could there be? 800-655-Mike. Jeff, you're on the Mike Gallagher Show. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
I think the reason he won't tell who his nominee is going to be because he's accustomed to leading from behind. He doesn't know who the nominee is going to be. He can only react to situations.
You don't think he has any idea? He doesn't have anybody in mind?
I don't think he can name a name that he's chosen because, like I said, the entire 8 years with Obama, he was leading from behind.
All right. I appreciate it. I find it very hard to believe that a man who's been in politics and a senator and been in public service for nearly 50 years, who now wants to be the president of the United States for whatever this is, his fifth time to try or sixth time, he doesn't have anybody in mind. Find that impossible to believe. He doesn't have a name? Is it Barack Obama? Is it Lady Gaga? Who might it be? There's got to be somebody on his list, and he won't answer the question. Now, in fairness, he isn't asked the question very often because the media wants him to win, and I guess they think it makes him look bad, or it's going to cost him support from the far left, or maybe it'll cost him support from the left of center who can't believe how radical they are. Let's just have an idea. So you want to get in our grill about Amy Coney Barrett? I got an idea. How about the Republicans grow a spine and just say, you know what? We ain't having any hearings. We're just going to vote. Why don't you want to play hardball? Why are you pussyfooting around? You don't have to have hearings. There's nothing that requires hearings. What, you worried about the optics? That ship has sailed. Don't worry about optics. Have the vote. Put her on. And get it over with. And let them squawk and gripe and moan about the optics till the cows come home. I would just love an answer. Can't be tough. This can't be that complicated. There is a very specific reason why candidate Biden has decided it is not in his best interests to answer that question. And if it is really that he doesn't want to lose the far left because the Supreme Court picks he's going to have aren't radical enough, let that sink in.